All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Oh, day. Wow. February 1st. February 1st. So 31, 5, 36, day 37. 37 of going live every day. 1 month in. Being consistent, right? I say right too much. Right. Just say you agree with me. Good morning, Josh Baker. How are you? Right? At least it's not Sleep score of 76 last night with coffee number 3 this morning. This will be it, I think. Good morning, Wendy. Speaking of Wendy, here's your update for the day. She's doing her PT, doing her exercises, well ahead of schedule, but still wanting to be further along on day 6. So 12 weeks, baby. 12 weeks of letting bone grow around the new hip and all that jazz. And we have absolutely no reason to rush it or screw it up. And the 3 best months to recover from something like this in Maine are February, March, and April. Yes. So good morning, Matt Moore, Josh Baker. How are you guys doing? Say hi to Wendy. She's still in recovery mode, watching along, putting the links in the comments for me, that kind of thing. So I wore the flannel this morning, but it might have to come off. I'm getting a little rasty here. Yeah. So in days past, this past week we focused a lot on Atomic Habits, but that, I kind of feel like switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to do that from time to time. If something gets stale, we're going in a different direction. But before we do that, I wanted to share that. Remember, I mentioned these black books with you guys, Habit Tracker. See, I got my pen right in there. Things that are impactful for me during the week, I write down in here. There is a habit tracker on the back. I like the size of these. They're give you some reference. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet, so they're smaller than that, by a little bit, and I like it. They're not that big. And I'm on my 3rd one, so for me to do something more than a couple times, that means I like it. So Dave Howard is here. Must have caught you on break time. Good to see you. We're going to switch it up a little bit. First of all, though, I want to ask. I realized this morning I'm getting old because I got to be honest. I must be the only guy who has no idea who that cat is that's playing at halftime at the Super Bowl, right? And then big news came out yesterday. Some other dude won't be there. And I don't know who he is either. No clue. No, not a clue. Wendy said, "Oh, yeah, he's the da. I go, "Nope, I got nothing for you. Not a thing." So not even sure I'll watch, but whatever. Usually something crazy happens. So speaking of crazy, Dan Bennett is here. Good to see you. Chugging the coffee this morning. We're going to switch it up a little bit, guys. We're going to talk a little Tim Grover stuff. Tim wrote Relentless and Winning. All right. Ben Bryant told me yesterday, looks like an infomercial when you hold the books up. These are good books, guys. So I put together a few days worth of stuff from here, from Tim Grover. I met Tim in Vegas last year at Ben Newman's boot camp, and he's a cool dude. He's wired differently. You don't roll in to talk with him and have any excuses of any kind. Kaylin is watching on Instagram. Good to see you, brother. Speaking of crazy, Dan, yeah, you are crazy, man. Spent some time in Nashville with Dan, and he was having a hip problem, and he was renting those scooters. He put about 75 miles on those things, I think, over a couple of days. We had fun, didn't we? Yeah, so one of Tim's big things is Relentless, but also Winning. So what I wanted to talk today about is what it means to be relentless. And I was chatting with Matt Blood a little bit this morning, and we were chatting just about that and just kind of staying with it. And that's really what Relentless is. So over the next few days, I have 10 days built out, but we may not make it that far. We'll see what happens. I'm going to dive into some mindset stuff. We've done the habit stuff. We mix in some business with sales and focus and all that stuff. But we're going to start today with a foundation that drives everything, what it means to be relentless. It's showing up on a daily basis. It's one thing to get motivated and be hyped and all that jazz, right? But we want to talk about what it takes to be the type of person that shows up and delivers no matter what. No matter what. Tim says being relentless means demanding more of yourself than anyone else could ever dreamed of you, right? Of expecting from you. Knowing every time you stop, you can still do more. It reminds me of the times when back during triathlon training where we would do hill repeats. We might have 5 scheduled or 10. And I would get to the top and the people that were with me would be like, good, we're done. And I wouldn't say anything. I just turn around, run back down. And they knew what that meant. It means we're going to do one more, just in case there's somebody out there that's doing one more than us. And it wasn't an ego thing or a flex. It was more just a mindset thing that you knew you had more left. Like David Goggins says, when you think you're done, you're really only about 40% there. When you really think you're totally done. So good to see you guys this morning. Got a bunch jumping on. Saturdays hit differently. People got a few minutes. My daughter told me last night, Dad, you go on kind of early. She's in Texas, so it's 7 a.m. there. People on the West Coast, so it would be 5 a.m., but I don't want to wait until 9 a.m. You East Coasters are off and running and doing things. So, first on the track, the last one to leave. Yeah, absolutely. Dave, I ran from my house one time 2 miles down to the track when I was training for Ironman Lake Placid. Did 10 1-mile repeats in the rain. It's pouring rain in the dark with a quarter-mile recovery, and then ran home. That was when I was doing those kinds of workouts, I knew I was ready. And that's stuff like that, guys, is empowering to do things you didn't think you could do and do them when nobody's looking. So why does it matter, right? Relentlessness it's not about perfection. It's about consistency, resilience, and never, ever backing down. It's about demanding more of yourself and pushing through, even on the days you don't feel like it. So let's talk about how to cultivate that a little bit. Where do we get that, Bob? It's a relentless mindset. Again, guys, I'm working from Tim Grover's book, Relentless, okay? From good to great to unstoppable, all right? Tim talks about coolers, closers, and cleaners, all right, as the 3 types of performers. If you've read this book, you know what they are. Coolers play it safe and do the bare minimum. We've all got those people in our life, right? They're just playing it safe, doing the thing. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm pretty good over here. I'm fine. I don't want to, don't want to rock the boat. Don't want to too much. Don't want to raise that bar. Those are the coolers. The closers rise to the occasion when the stakes are high. These are good people to be around. Yeah, Dave says determination. Closers rise to the occasion when the stakes are high. Right? They're that guy that they don't mind having the ball in the clutch, right? Give me the ball. The cleaners dominate in every situation, no matter the stakes, because they've just got that relentless mindset. The cleaners, an example, Larry Bird, right? Michael Jordan, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Don't just give me the ball. Get out of the way. Give me the ball. Get out of the way. We're going to win, right? When I think of a cleaner, I think of a story about like Lance Armstrong. I saw one of his documentaries once where he was up out of the saddle riding up one of the mountain passes wherever, training for the tour, and the team car pulls up beside and says, "Hey, can't go over the pass. There's snow up there." He said, "Snow?" He said, "Yeah, got to turn around." He goes, "Not turning around." He said, "There's snow." He goes, "Who said that?" He wanted to know who said there was snow up there. He wanted to validate that there was snow, and he still wasn't stopping. Then another one I saw from him, he got up to the top, and he couldn't get through. It might have been the same one. It's been a bunch of years. Turned around, went back down, climbed it again. Those are the cleaners, okay? Those guys have a relentless mindset. Oh, yeah, they win at a high level. They perform at a high level. They're not driven by the external rewards. They're fueled by an internal standard of excellence. It's their own standard, above and beyond what you and I might even think as extra. Yeah, who else is on here? We got Dave Howard, Matt Moore, a bunch of you guys on. So, and it's truly, Tim says it's truly you versus you. The biggest battle isn't against competitors or circumstances. It's against you, yourself. Winning starts with conquering your own doubts, fears, and excuses. We've all had plenty of excuses. Lord knows I have the past year. Just being honest. But a lot of things going. Oh, I couldn't do it. I don't feel like it. I got to get sleep. I got sleep apnea. Yeah, I've had some excuses. We're still trying to get it done over here. Still trying to figure it out, right? We're all a work in progress, guys. Comfort is the enemy, right? Our brain is wired to chase comfort and keep us alive, right? Tim says brain, I think I saw the clip on brain's made for two things: keep us comfortable, keep us alive, right? If you're chasing comfort, you'll never, ever be relentless. Growth happens in discomfort. When you're uncomfortable, that's where the champions are made. That's where the races are won. Yeah. Okay, think about an area of your life where you've been playing it safe. You guys know I'm coming for you. I always do this every day. I'm going to ask you, starting to see the pattern here? Pop something at you, then ask you how you're dealing with it. What's holding you back from being relentless? Drop it in the comments. Be honest. Be honest. We're all friends here. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. What's holding you back? Or this, on a scale of 1 to 10, how relentless do you feel you are in your life or business right now? And what would it take to level up to a 10? Yeah. I'm not seeing the comments anymore. Let me fire this back up. Yeah, Matt Moore said nothing. Josh Baker, 5. So we got some room for improvement, right? And the second part of my question, Josh, was what would it take to level up to a 10? And again, we don't try to boil the ocean, right? Maybe we pick one or two things on this. Well, it's a snowy Saturday here in southern Maine, and we work at it a little bit. Okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, how relentless do you feel you are in your life and business or business right now? What would it take to level up to a 10 if it's not a 10? Distractions and time blocking are keeping me from sticking to the plan. All right. What are some things we can put in place to make sure you're not distracted? Yeah. Doing the time blocking. Matt says, and focus. Dan Bennett's back. It would take some more work and continued persistence. Yeah. An 8. Yeah. Going hard. But if we're going to go hard, guys, we want to go hard in the right direction. We're not just doing the shotgun approach, right? Okay. So take some time to define relentless for yourself. Take 5 minutes to write down what it looks like in your life. What does being relentless look like in your life? Is it showing up every day? Is it pushing through discomfort? Raising your standards? Make it personal. You know, maybe you've got a friend, a relative that just needs more from you right now, and you got to be relentless. You know, I'm trying to be caregiver of the year right now, right? I'm like, hey, you all set? I'm going to go do my lot. You want to get up, move to the couch? What do you need? Get your water, get your glasses, get your phone, got all this stuff, right? Making sure we got it going. Because I know if I was in that situation, she'd be doing the same for me and then some. So Josh says, keep breaking down the steps into simple routines and lists to follow every day. Keeping promises to myself. That's right. It's really a you versus you game. So don't let you down. To be relentless, you got to do those things. And then, as I always say, you know, I'm always saying don't try to boil the ocean, but along with that, pick one area and try to be relentless there. We're talking about being relentless for you guys that are just jumping on. Identify one area where you've been holding back. Maybe it's your health, your relationships, or your business. And just commit to going all in just for the next 7 days and just track it. Grab yourself a book, something like this. Just track it. Write it down. And then create a non-negotiable habit. Choose one daily habit that reflects your relentless mindset. For example, 10 minutes of focused work on a big goal. Just 10 minutes. Following through on a difficult task every single day. We'll do it every single day. Well, maybe it's practicing some gratitude or journaling and reading and, you know, just to reinforce your focus. This is usually where I say, right? Try not to do that. So, guys, being relentless isn't about being the loudest, the strongest, the fastest. It's about being the most consistent. Drip, 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 right? It's like a faucet. It's about showing up every single day and doing what others won't or aren't willing to do. And remember, it's you versus you. It truly is. The only thing standing between you and your next level is your willingness to demand more of yourself. You decide. You decide. And it doesn't mean we just decide, well, I'm going to be relentless, and then we're done with that. It's a process, and you might falter. You might have 7 or 8 great months, and then have a month where, shit, I got off the track, I got off the rails. Get back on. Just restart one more time than you stopped. Tim Grover says, when you are relentless, you don't stop until you get what you want. And then you keep going. And that's the difference. That's the difference between closer and cleaner. They keep going. They're holding themselves to their own standards. So I challenge you this, guys. Today, just define what relentless looks like for you. And then just commit to showing up in one area of your life a little bit better, a little bit more relentless. Share that stuff in the comments here. Let's get started on this together, and let's be relentless. Jason Greenleaf, how are you? Dad's on here. Good to see you. Yeah, Dave says, know what you want, have a plan, and a success coach. Take consistent action, renew your goals, review your progress. Rinse and repeat, right? It's not rocket science, guys. This stuff isn't something I dreamed up while I was sleeping last night. It's just some lessons that I've gotten from these kind of books, okay? Keep them in front of you. Don't put them on the shelf and forget about them. Go back through. Highlight. Turn the page, turn the corner of the page. Dog ear the page. Dave says a karate saying. Yep, that's great. You guys that are in the martial arts and stuff like that, you guys are highly disciplined. I've always thought that. I've never done that, but I know that it's just a very highly disciplined endeavor. So just be relentless, guys. Look at what it takes to do that just in one area of your life and write it down. If you don't write it down, it's just a fleeting thought. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Bob seemed like he was on it today. Back to what I was going to do on Saturday. Right. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. I work hard at it. So somebody asked me this week, Steve Rosenberg asked me when I was talking about ticket sales for our event. And he said, well, what problem are you solving? And I went, and I thought about it a minute. And I said, we're getting people unstuck. We're getting people unstuck. So if you're feeling stuck, hey, Michelle, how are you? Good to see you. If you're stuck, whether it's life, business, not loving that job, or want to pivot in your business, or do more in your personal life, or like me, getting to that mid-50s spot and start to see that finish line over there. You're like, there's some things I still want to do. If you're feeling stuck and you need to pivot, come to this event on February 22nd. It's at the Italian Heritage Center in Portland, Maine. We got plenty of seats. We got great speakers. Steve Rosenberg will be there. Gary Chupik will be there. I've put a bunch of information about those guys online. Both very successful speakers, businessmen. Gary's mindset and mental performance, sports psychology. Steve is business, real estate, investing, coaching. He's an airline pilot. Steve's got quite a story. He lost his son, Jet, a little over, I think it was a year ago, to a motorcycle accident. So he's a very passionate speaker, and he shoots you straight and gives it to you right up in your business. So, but he does it from a place of love. So, and I'll be there talking to you guys about finding your edge. We'll have my book is 250 copies of my book are landing on my porch February 18th. So I'll have them in time for the event. So I'll be there. We'll be rocking and rolling. We're going to have a great day. And more and more people are signing up every day. If you have a group, if you're corporate, you want to bring some coworkers, some colleagues, or if it's a workout group, and you want to just say, hey, Bob, we'd like to get a whole table, hit me up. We'll make it worth your while. We'll save you some money, some fees and all that stuff for signing up. And love to have you in the room. So we've got people coming from all over the country. It's going to be fantastic. Let me know. Just DM me. You guys know how to get me. I'd love to chat with you about it. And then if you don't end up coming, please know that I do these lives every day. And my mantra this year is live 365. And I'm going to do this every single day just to be able to pour into you guys and continue to show you what we do inside the Summit communities. All right. We have the free Summit Facebook group, which most of you guys are members of. Thanks to Dave Howard, half the state is joined. He keeps inviting, but please invite. There's a blue button. Invite people that you would like to invite into a positive community. We also have a couple of communities on the School app, SKOOL. School is a new app for the sole purpose of creating online communities. So I've got a free community there for people that want to get into doing some personal development, might not have the coin to throw at it, and that's okay. Our next step up is a paid group. We do a lot more content there, a lot more interaction, bi-weekly calls, Monday morning live, daily text, and high interaction. So if either of those two things interest you, let me know. I'll put those links in the chat as well, as they say. And then I'm always looking to work one-on-one with more people, business owners, contractors. It doesn't matter if you're struggling with business or life. And like I said with our event, if you're feeling stuck and you think I might be able to help you, I offer a free 30-minute strategy call where I bet you within 30 minutes I can find some way to help you with life or business. So anyway, that's my elevator pitch, if you will. It's been great to talk with you guys about being relentless. You're going to see some good books, okay? You see them on the shelf. I'm pulling them off the shelf now and then and letting you guys know what I got about them, okay? Cooler, closer, cleaner. Tim Grover's got them figured out. This dude coached Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan, all the best. So when he talks about being top level in some things and what it takes to win, I'm listening. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. I love you. Have a great Saturday. If you're here in southern Maine, we got some snow last night. Be careful. Drive fast, take chances, that kind of thing. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.